but both clubs can call themselves FA Cup giants. Manchester United have won the trophy on 10 occasions. Certainly United are taking it very seriously.
Well, they worked really hard at closing Arsenal down, and I think psychologically if they can keep that... It would be Veron in midfield and Scholes the half and half up front, but it's a very attacking side. Solskjaer and Nistelrooy really certainly want to play against that team. Henry's had a few games, they've kept him on the bench.
There'll be 4 fewer fixtures, so there'll be 4 free dates for these managers to stop all this argument about. And off goes this live. The way it started, as Trevor says, Solskjaer's playing wide left, and these two teams meet. Indeed, so is Roy Keane, so that's a contest we can look forward to. That was... Parler gets beaten to it. It's retrieved, though, by Sylvain Wiltord, who scored the goal here that clinched the double at the end of last season. Now, here's Van Nistelrooy, a man in form. He's up against Martin Keown. And the near post... Oh! Jeff Winter, hands behind his back. Manchester United's players don't appeal, but then there was a follow-up between Scholes and Vieira, and it's all gone off. Seaman's come tearing out of goal to keep the peace. Every player comes over, bar about 2, and that happened. Well, Scholes and Vieira tangling Trevor after this incident in the penalty area.
Well, Sol Campbell goes right through Solskjaer.
The match, but it just goes to show what a narrow line this match is always on, isn't it, between these two? Of course, a lot of cards have been shown in matches between the clubs. One recalls Keane. This is the man in the thick of it. They're surrounding him, they're pushing him, and there's real trouble here for Jeff Winter.
He's got to pick up a card of some sort, Nistelrooy, for the challenge on Keown.
The right foot was really high. Now, don't forget there's history here. Keown has just been fined £5,000 by the FA for pushing Van Nistelrooy in the league game. This is revenge. Nistelrooy's mind. He went for Keown early on, and he likes me the FA Cup doesn't matter anymore. Here's Lauren. Oh, Van Nistelrooy's left Lauren on the ground. Now, if the referee saw that, Jeff Winter's got play on twice, and Lauren's writhing on the pitch as Solskjaer tries to get Giggs away. We are in for a real humdinger here. I think you can tell that as well at home as we can. Now then, did he see the first incident?
Well, that's the ball, and I think Van Nistelrooy just followed through. I don't think it was as bad as whether he did catch Lauren, and that's why he stayed down. He's still on the floor getting treatment now. I myself don't think that was another yellow.
Yeah, it's a warning. It has been booked.
And we did mention that he was chatting to the two captains.
And now Jeffers. It's running on for Perez. Chance for Arsenal. The back heel will find Ashley Cole. Not quite how he intended. And Gary Neville concedes the corner. Keane finds Van Nistelrooy. David Beckham central here. Van Nistelrooy, nobody right. Still Beckham. Well, Ferguson did say, didn't he, that the winners of this will be in pole position to win the FA Cup at Cardiff in May. And they're playing as if they really mean it. Van Nistelrooy, Giggs. He's laid it to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who's hit the post. I think Seaman actually...
2 against 1, didn't they? Van Nistelrooy got the ball, and Lauren doesn't know whether to go wide. Just a little bit short, which means...
I don't think Gary Neville really wanted that from Keane in there, but still, he's got it away. And so have Arsenal now with Edu. Scholes back to Beckham. And he's gone down, challenged by Ashley Cole. It's helped on by Solskjaer, who was fouled by Lauren. Play's gone on. It's Sylvester's cross. Solskjaer is down. Here's Parler. Again, Jeff Winter waited and let the play go. Good decision by the referee. Because Solskjaer... Lauren. He's got away from Ferdinand.
Scuffed it a bit and didn't get the venom that was needed to beat Barthez.
That was a decent flick by Giggs. Can Beckham keep it? Perez. And Edu through the centre and upended. Free kick this time. Wes Brown. And it was Edu, and it came off Paul Scholes actually and landed on the roof of the net for a error on the line. Jeffers behind him, but the first head was David Beckham's, and actually I think it was the second as well. It's a corner.
I'm surprised Barthez come all the way out there to try and get over David Beckham, because it was right on the end of the 6-yard.
And they get the flick on this time, but corner number 4, it's gone for Manchester United head.
Yeah, David Beckham again. He covers the near post that time. Again, just skimmed off the top of his head and cleared everyone.
They don't mind who flicks it on as long as it gives them a second header. Campbell's in there this time, close. And it's just nice and easy for Barthez. Rolls it out very intelligently. And Scholes finding Van Nistelrooy. Now Solskjaer's sprinting up to his left. 3 the other way already, including Giggs. Van Nistelrooy missed it. And it didn't run on for Beckham. Wiltord. Jeffers, good challenge, West Brown. Forward by Keane, Van Nistelrooy trying to turn. Martin Keown foul. Well, you sat here with me in this very position when he scored against Greece at that end. How can we ever forget that? Not quite the same part of the pitch, but not so far away. David Seaman will know all about this.
He's got to give it a go, I think.
Got to give it a go. Beckham. Oh, there was a touch on there. And Seaman punching almost underneath the bar. I think it was Sylvester who got up first. He's been playing much more in the centre than you might expect, and he's found Wiltord, and Jeffers has made a run to the far side. And Wiltord gets the cross in, and Manchester United defending again, taking shape now, this cup tie. Forward by Campbell to Vieira. Foul by Brown. To volley.
Looks like it.
Well, they're saying Scholes has advanced out the wall. He's rolled it to Wiltord. Oh, came through a crowd of players. Ashley Cole fell in front of the ball almost there. Well, in fact, Sylvain Wiltord had taken up the left side position here. Cole. Still Wiltord. This pitch has been relayed on numerous occasions, but it looks like a good playing surface.
The game has settled down after that opening 10 minutes.
It's Neville to Beckham. In towards Van Nistelrooy. Campbell is the defender. Solskjaer, miscue. Poor defending by Campbell and not a very good strike. Rio Ferdinand. Beckham. Oh, Solskjaer. Now there's a break on the other end. No offside. This is Van Nistelrooy. The flag stayed down. And Martin Keown makes the first challenge. Keane back to Beckham. Oh, that's overhit by the England captain. Beckham's little ball into Neville. And Beckham again. And Neville again. Now Sylvester. Oh, Jeffers saw that. Rob Keane. Oh, and Keane brings down Perez. And that surely...
An automatic yellow card.
Through ball by Beckham. Or Keown struggling. Ryan Giggs. Giggs for Manchester United. The goal is gaping and Giggs has missed. Well, that Ryan Giggs' career. How did he put that over the bar? A horrendous error by Martin Keown. Seaman all over the place. Go on, just slide it in the net.
That is unbelievable. Once he's clear like this, you wonder, is Seaman going to bring him down? No, he's just got to dribble it towards the goal. He's before this match. And suddenly to miss that one, I mean, Alex Ferguson, I don't think he can even believe it.
Don't think I've seen one quite like that since Ronnie Rosenthal put one over the bar. And Vieira this time finds Jeffers. Thaler's cross. Oh, Wiltord up with the goalkeeper. David Beckham didn't see Edu coming, but he got the ball away. Oh, he hasn't. Vieira. Oh, free kick Arsenal. Well... And it was Edu. Oh, it's been deflected, and it's in! Arsenal are in front.
Hit it that hard. Look at it, just takes a really strong... Off Scholes, I think it was. Got his head to it, and I mean, once it hits Scholes... Let's have a look. No, is it? No, it's almost the Beck... It's just on the shoulder of Beckham there. Let's have a look in the middle there. I think it could be Beckham, you know. Anyway, it's...
Well, no Henry. Not at the moment. No Bergkamp. No... It's Beckham trying to make amends. Solskjaer to Scholes. Didn't get hold of it. Well, I wonder what he'll be saying.
in the Arsenal side. If you look at people like Van Nistelrooy and Beckham and Keane, they haven't quite imposed themselves in the same ilk.
The Manchester United wall, perhaps by Beckham, gives discussion about Sir Bobby Robson. Of course, it's 25 years this year since the FA Cup was won by Ipswich Town under his management at Wembley, and I know from my own experiences of talking to him over many years that, as you said, admired today. Now then, who are we going to... There's Parler and Beckham on the far side.
Been a brave penalty decision. I mean, Dave Beckham stops running to try and get the header, and then Ray Parler just continues, and although he knocks him over there.
And again, Jeffers ahead of him. Vieira makes a strong forward run as well. Jeffers waits in the centre. Edu. Two up with him. Wiltord. Good chance for Arsenal. There's Sylvain Wiltord. And Arsenal go 2-0 up. And Wiltord, whose goal here ensured Arsenal won the Cup and League double last season, is on the mark. And they made it look very simple. Edu, twinkle toes really, slid the ball through. He skipped the challenge, Wiltord, and steered it the other side of Barthez.
Well done, Edu there. Just rolls the ball up. Rio Ferdinand caught as Wiltord runs behind him. Wes Brown then has to come and commit himself. Doesn't want to give the penalty away. Then he just sets himself. He could go either way, and he just strokes it wide of Barthez. Barthez, no chance at all. Delightful little movement by Arsenal.
Need a comeback, a little bit like the 1979 Cup final that we showed a glimpse of to change this. Here's Wiltord again. And they're standing off him again, and it just caught Rio Ferdinand, did it?
Well, there's got to be a little change, I think, and they've had a talk. And shall we go now? And
three Manchester United players to his right, and he's picked out Giggs. And Scholes is backing him up, and he goes down. Jeff Winter says no. So I've got to give Swan through to the 6th round of the Cup. David Beckham definitely tugged back this time by Edu. Even though the Brazilian doesn't agree. And so is Wes Brown. Well, went through everybody.
Definitely rocked by the second goal, and at the moment just can't seem to get the right shape and the fluidness normally in their play.
Doubtful yesterday for this match. I wonder if that will affect the substitutions to come. This is Solskjaer. Beckham shakes off two. Oh, gets past the third one, but Cole will recover. Neville's looking for Keane. There's the flick on. There's Van Nistelrooy. Big shout. First for hands, then for a foul. Neither given. Play goes on. Beckham. Solskjaer shoved a bit. Giggs coming in. Well,
there's nobody going to challenge him. Right, it's coming out the sun, but it's on his left foot. Just completely mistimes it. Hits it into the Wenger must be delighted with that second goal.
63 minutes gone. And now it's Beckham and the referee having a little tete-a-tete.
Well, we saw the caption then.
And this is Beckham. And again, Scholes to his left, but a better ball possibly. Yes, he's found Sylvestre. And that cross cut out by Campbell, only as far as Solskjaer, though. Here's Neville. Oh, dear me. Back in by Neville. This is Scholes. Little ball into Van Nistelrooy. This is where he's dangerous. Keane. Scholes is coming in. Oh, and so too was Solskjaer. And how did that one happen there?
Well, Solskjaer lost the fly as well because Scholes just got in the way. It's a delightful little clip from Keane. Scholes is going back, and then he hears the shout from Solskjaer, gets out of the way, but Solskjaer's just been distracted enough not to head it on.
Here's Scholes. Scholes shoots.
It's about first time he's bundled his way clear of midfield. Always dangerous here. Hits it with the outside of his right foot, always slicing away.
His point of view after a week when he's been under treatment has not been one of his more sparkling displays. Forlan comes on, having now become Worthington Cup. Now can he open his account in the FA Cup, Manchester United certainly hope he can.
Well, he's got...
Kick you in the teeth. If you give the ball away there, they normally counter-attack with some menace. On this occasion, Wiltord was held up a bit by Sylvestre. Well, here he comes.
What a bonus coming on, and he's side a 2-0 up, goodness me.
Now here's Roy Keane. Across comes Sol Campbell. Wants the ball to run, which it does. Now David Beckham, in making that challenge, has gone down injured.
Just stretching, hurt the ankle or the Achilles as he fell there, just jarred it a bit as he was stretched.
You see those red tabs, or the tongue on Beckham's boots, Trevor? He has a new pair for every match in which he plays. And his two sons' names are emblazoned on each side, Brooklyn and Romeo. So every time he finishes a game, well, I gather that some of them go into his loft. They'd be worth a bit. As he hobbles off now, and that doesn't look too good for David Beckham. Manchester United will temporarily be down to 10. This is Giggs. Oh, sorry, it's not. It's Van Nistelrooy. It's a free kick anyway on the edge of the penalty area. Giggs is off, I'm sorry. Van Nistelrooy that was. And just being distracted slightly by the David Beckham injury. It's a Manchester United outside. And Diego Forlan headed away by Patrick Vieira. Scholes headed away by Keown. Thierry Henry. There's a break on here for Arsenal. If he plays it to the right, they're through. And he did. And it's Wiltord. And it looks like 3-0. Oh, and coming in, crashing behind him. Well, Wes Brown, fair tackle. And Wiltord is still... Now there's a change. David Beckham's coming off as a precaution with Juventus coming up on Wednesday here. He took a knock a few minutes ago and he's going to be replaced by Nicky Butt, who hasn't actually started a match.
Always one of those who offers him up to receive possession, and no wonder he's getting a pat on the back. He's done his job. But it does make a meal of it.
Jeff Winters had a good game here, especially after the way it started. Forlan. Sylvestre, Van Nistelrooy near post, goes behind him, Cole slips, driven by Nicky Butt.
Good run by Sylvestre. It's only the last couple of minutes as he got in those attacking areas, which has been so prolific.
Although he's a long way away at the moment.
There he plays wide on either flank when Perez was injured. Used to be with Bordeaux more of a forward player where he's been today, but you know, again, Arsene Wenger then developed him as a wide midfield player, similar to like Lundberg and Perez, where they make those runs, and really has done excellent today as a striker, and there's the celebrations.
And as the Manchester United fans get up and leave, 9,000 Arsenal supporters celebrate their club's passage through into the 6th round. Arsenal, the holders, have won this one, by the standards of these matches, quite comfortably. They're applauding particularly Edu, who had an excellent game in midfield. His free kick was deflected past Barthez for the first goal on 35 minutes. Sylvain Wiltord got the second on 52. The star for me was Vieira, and the Arsenal players are going towards their supporters in that corner, and don't ever run away with the idea that the FA Cup doesn't mean anything to players like Arsene Wenger's. Losers at Cardiff 2 years ago, winners last year. Are they on their way there for the 3rd season running? You wouldn't put it past them. They're the first name through to the quarter-finals. At Old Trafford, it finished Manchester United 0, celebrating Arsenal 2.
Well, I would imagine they're quite strong favourites at the moment with the bookmakers, and it was quite an easy, comfortable win for them in the end, huh?
They played exceptionally well in the second half. We see all the time, if you've got talented players that are committed and hungry, then it's a simple equation. If you've got control of the ball, you've got control of the game, and that